guess that first quarter was pretty costly and they jumped you by quarter time?
Yeah, look, it was costly. I thought they were very good around the contest for most of the night. I thought they were fairly desperate. There were things of our game that we liked. I think in the first quarter we had 19 inside 50s to 14, but we only kicked the one goal and they kicked the 7. So clearly they were a lot more efficient going forward. I thought they executed their fundamentals a lot better than us tonight, and that's probably why they're top of the ladder for a reason.
Is it partly with Jesse back still, the guys are working out how to get that forward line going as far as ball coming in, where to run, that sort of thing? Is there anything to do with that?
Yeah, look, it's a work in progress. It's got nothing to do with Jesse. It's just our method of play going inside 50. I thought we generated more footy in our forward half, which was pleasing. It's been the first time for a little while, but we just weren't executing once going inside 50. So we'll look at that on the tape and assess it and look at our method of play going inside 50. But clearly the Crows were a lot better at that than what we were.
Once you did start getting your hands on the footy inside 50 in that third, you probably didn't make the most of your chances.
Yeah, look, we probably had some opportunities to close the gap a little bit further in the third quarter. But to the Crows' credit, I thought, as I said, they were very good around the footy. And I thought they were more desperate than us in those areas, and they were certainly more efficient than us. So we had some opportunities to really work our way back into the game, but we didn't take them. So we weren't good enough to get back into that position.
Do you expect Kent's shoulder injury to be season-ending?
He'll get assessed on Monday. His shoulder popped out, so we'll just see how that is. We'll get him assessed, and it's still a long way to go in the season. So we'll just take that once we get the full assessment from our doctors.
How big a toll are injuries taking lately on the team?
Oh, we've had a fair few. It'd be nice to have less, but that's footy. Every club goes through that cycle at some point. We're going through that now with injuries, and we've got a bit of personnel out. But we had some positives tonight with some young kids playing. I think we had 11 guys that under 50 games, which we saw some real improvement in, some of those guys. So where there is injuries, there is opportunity. And, I thought our younger guys continue to develop and evolve, and we just played a very good footy team tonight.
So where are you at with injuries to Watson, Tyson and all these guys?
Yeah, Jack Watts and Dom Tyson will be back next week. They're very close to playing tonight. Jack Viney ran today and ran quite strongly, so he's certainly on track to play next week as well. Jones and Salem are 1 to 2 weeks away, and Angus Brayshaw will be back playing VFL footy next week. So we've got a few guys that are coming back into the mix, which is fantastic. But we're more concerned with what we can control right now, and that's the level of how we play.
A lot of talk around the club's discipline, and Bernie's been involved in a couple of incidents tonight that could have him in a bit of strife. Did you get a look at those?
I saw the first one. I don't know the second one, but the first one, I thought, it was two guys going at the footy. He looked like he copped his shoulder, so I guess we'll have a look at that through the week. Haven't seen the second one.
The one before that was the Eddie Betts one.
Yeah, sorry mate, I haven't seen it. So
his job on Rory was pretty effective. One of the highlights.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, he was really good tonight, Ben. I thought his job on Rory was terrific. But I think they had a lot more midfielders that stepped up and replaced Rory, and that's probably the development of the Crows is that they have got some really good midfielders, and they'll probably beat us in that area tonight.
Touched on the young guys. Jay Kennedy-Harris obviously was in the news for probably the wrong reasons a couple of weeks ago, but great response tonight.
Yeah, he's been in terrific form, Jay. At VFL level, he's really developing his game. He played a bit more through the midfield tonight, so I was really rapt to see how he went. He's put a lot of hard work in. Over a number of weeks now to improve his game, and he came in and looked really competent at AFL level, which is terrific.
Is that his future now? Did you draft him thinking that he could be a midfielder down the track? Have you discussed that with the recruiters at all, or has he just developed that string to his bow in more recent times? Yeah,
we've probably looked at him in more recent times to the midfield at VFL level, and he's played on the wing, so we know he can play both roles, and it was probably adding him a bit more of a dimension to his game, and we've seen that come out at AFL level, which is great. Beautiful. Cheers.